Hey everyone, welcome back to the Struggling Creatives Podcast. This is our episode 9, and I have no idea how to properly say the name of it. Struggling Creatives Podcast. We're super excited to have you here on with us. My name is, of course, Tim, and this is...
I'm Obi.
Awesome. And listen, we had such a blast in the last episode last week. Honestly, these last however many we have done, I know that there are a couple of episodes that we recorded and then we did not post just because we're like, it's too spicy.
It's too much for the world to
it's
handle.
It's too much for the world.
Yeah.
But we're super excited. We have prepared a couple of things for this episode specifically, and the theme of it basically is this. Let's share what exactly we're struggling with and how, like, what kind of spaces do we allow ourselves to be in order to be rejuvenated
And flourish.
and flourish.
I really like that word when
Flourish?
it comes to creation. Yeah.
Flourish.
Because it feels like you're a plant that's blooming and turn into a beautiful flower
Wow.
and you're flourishing.
Obi,
Yeah.
I look like I grow potatoes out of Seattle, Washington, and you look like you're, I don't know, CEO of whatever company. So
Come on.
flourishing is not a term that I would describe this mess right now.
I don't think you are. Wait, what did you say? Breeding potatoes?
I'm breeding potatoes out of Seattle,
You
Washington.
look more like, making fries at KFC type.
Wow. Wow. Yo,
I'm
I went
joking.
from entrepreneur to, hey, you know what?
I mean,
Shout out to everybody
Yeah.
who's frying stuff at KFC.
you're saving the world. You're helping world hunger, honestly. Because people who are broke, that's like where they go to eat. But think about it.
Yeah.
It's like fast food is cheap food, and it might not be the healthiest,
Yeah.
but you're saving lives, or they're saving lives.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough. I mean, honestly, there are places in the world that I know, coffee shops that have spent significant amount of money just because they like make really good coffee.
Capitalism.
Capitalism.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think at one month at one point in a month I spent 200 euros on coffee, just coffee.
200 years. $200.
Well, it was in Belgium, so euros. But yes, let's go.
Euros.
213.
How much is that in dollars?
I don't know, like 220 maybe, 215.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I remember this one time that Starbucks had a chokehold on me. Every single day, I would
Interesting.
spend
Okay.
$4 on this almond croissant, and I could eat like 3 to 4 a day. So it's $4 per one.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I'm having like 4 a day, plus I'll get like a hot chocolate or something.
Okay.
And so yeah,
Oh my
they're
goodness.
just, I don't know, this shops, they just do something to people.
Starbucks.
And they take your money, and you feel like, oh, I'm living a life, but
Yeah.
they're taking your money.
Yeah. I can't remember the last time I paid for Starbucks.
It's been a while. Pandemic happened. There's no Starbucks in
Jeez.
this country.
Oh, I'm sorry. A friend of mine worked at Starbucks, so
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's no Starbucks in this country, so
yeah. We have to help small businesses.
exactly.
There you go.
Local businesses.
Shout
thrive.
out to all small. What are we
I
doing?
feel like we have to restart this again.
No. We're keeping
Okay.
this in.
We're
We
good.
have to. We have
We're
to.
moving on.
We are authentic first and foremost, and second of all, we're struggling, and we
Get
have
it.
to make sure. So,
Get it.
yeah. What are some of the things that you would like to share that you're struggling with?
I'm struggling with sleeping like
That's
at the
true.
appropriate time.
Okay.
I'm struggling with being a morning person. I've always, how like on YouTube,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, you could be that girl.
Sorry.
There's never you could be that guy. I don't know why. Maybe you should start that trend.
You could
like-
be that guy. Tell me about
Yeah.
it.
So there's being that girl.
Okay.
That girl is somebody who wakes up in the morning, has a morning routine, works out, eats healthy, has a fantastic life, self-care on 100,
I get
things like that.
Yeah.
I've never seen a video of be that guy. So maybe you could start that trend.
Because we don't fake things.
Oh, wow.
Shots fired.
We're coming for you. Don't sleep. Keep your eyes open at night. We're coming for you. But yes, anyway, so I'm trying to be that girl. I've been struggling to be that girl
Yeah.
of waking up in the morning and having a morning routine and
Okay.
things like that. So yeah, that's one thing I'm struggling with.
Oh my goodness.
I'm struggling with, what else am I struggling with? I don't think I'm struggling with eating. I've been eating well these days.
Mm-hmm.
Like just eating everything.
Feasting.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Um
Yeah.
and I take morning walks. Well, not morning walks, afternoon walks. Whenever I wake
It's like
up.
4 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for like physical, food wise, I'm good. I just
Okay.
need to wake up early and be that girl.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I've heard of people who actually the best time for them to create is in the morning. Can you imagine that?
Yes. It depends. What is morning? Because like 2 a.m. is morning.
Oh wow. No, 2 a.m. is when you're like deep asleep, unless you're Mark
That's
Wahlberg.
when my brain is flourishing with ideas,
Really?
like sparking. Yes.
Okay. Dang. No, I remember the last time I was watching, let's say, a YouTube video of a person who was telling me about their schedule, or I was not telling me, but like they were sharing about their schedule is Phineas. The
Oh, I
Billie
love that
Eilish-
guy.
Billie Eilish's.
No, he's Phineas. Phineas is Phineas.
Okay, that's true. That's true.
The superstar, producer, everything, singer, songwriter, amazing.
Oh, he,
I'm a super fan of
Gotcha.
Phineas.
gotcha.
Yeah.
It's not one of those like I wish I was his wife.
No,
Gotcha.
no.
Gotcha.
I'm just a fan of his art and music.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was talking about how him having a schedule, creating between like people have 9 to 5 jobs.
Mm-hmm.
He's intentionally creating between let's say 12 and 7 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So he only creates during that time. If he wants to take a note of what he wants to do, he can. But creating would be that specific time. So he's giving himself perimeters of when to create. Which is like something that we talked about. Was it a previous episode?
Yeah.
Like systematic
Yeah.
creation or something.
That's
like
what
that?
you said. You're being so deep in the previous episode. If you haven't listened to it, go back.
Sorry.
It's on
guys.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google. I feel like I always enjoy when I'm saying these things on YouTube, iHeartRadio, all the streaming platforms. You could listen and watch us there.
YouTube keeps on recommending me.
To yourself?
Yeah.
That's good.
Have you watched The Struggling? Watch it. I'm in it.
It's like you're struggling. I know you're struggling, so you need to watch this.
Oh my gosh, that's true.
Yeah.
YouTube is like, we've seen, like, we know what you're up to. You need help. You need mental support.
The AI is on point. I like that.
That's true.
I wanted to like push it to more people.
AI?
But I want the AI to push our content to more people. Both the stable and the unstable.
Gotcha. Wow.
Everyone needs to hear
Both
this.
sides. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So speaking of unstable, I've struggled. With focusing on one thing.
Mm-hmm.
I have so many projects going on. I'm not showing off. I'm just saying like it is what it is. There are a couple of projects that I'm working on right now, and it's hard to focus on all of them at the same time. Where if I'm only, it sounds weird, but here goes nothing. If I am focusing on only one project, then I feel lazy. However, if I have multiple projects, I'm sharp, I'm focused, I know exactly what I have to do, but some elements are being sacrificed. So for instance, we have a podcast.
Yeah.
We post our own stuff on Instagram.
Yeah.
You have a website that you share.
I share what?
Midnight Chronicles.
Midnight Chronicles. Yes, a blog
A blog.
where I share Midnight Chronicles.
And so, I don't know. I'm in this dilemma right now where I want to focus on one project and do it well.
Okay. Well, I think there are a lot of people in your shoes as well. I used to be that way till I burnt out and decided that I was just going to focus on one thing at a time.
Fair enough.
There are people who they have to have their hands busy. They need to have a busy day. They need their schedule to be really tight so that they feel like functional adults.
Yeah.
Right?
Functional adults.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So my problem with that is, like you said, something's going to give. You're not given 100% to every project.
That's true.
Right? Especially if like they have crazy deadlines. So imagine trying to do 5 things and they're all due in the space of a month or 2 months. That's going to be a lot on you. Yeah. Right? So, for example, we have podcasts. It's lightweight. We're posting it every Thursday. And then you're preparing for triathlon, which is happening this year. Oh, my gosh. So, at least there's like, there's a window, there's a space. So, even if you have a lot of things going on, it's not all happening at the same time. So, you could still give like a good amount of attention to those things. Okay. So, for people who are sorry, for people who are they have a lot on their plate, they're juggling a lot. I kind of just would tell you to space them out. Don't give yourself unrealistic deadlines or give
Mm.
yourself unrealistic expectations.
Yeah.
Like even students, for example, if you have an exam or you have stuff to read, don't say you're going to read 20 pages in a day if you've not managed to read 2 pages
Yeah, that's
in
not
a day.
happening. That is not
Right.
happening.
So even when it comes to creating content, don't say that, yo, I'm going to post 5 pictures on Instagram every day. I'm going to post 4 pictures on YouTube every
Yeah.
week. I did that at the beginning.
Oh
And
my
then
gosh.
you burn out. Like it might work for 2 weeks,
Yeah.
but then you find yourself struggling so much or trying to keep up
Yeah.
when that's not the kind of person you are.
Okay.
Right. So we see this a lot. I feel like this happens a lot with content creators,
Mm-hmm.
especially those that are going between blogging, YouTube, posting on Instagram as well, and just different social platforms and have other things. Some people even have like small businesses on on the side,
Yeah.
right? So content creators go through this a lot and really like set realistic goals.
It's true.
to-
So let's say if you are finding yourself on a verge of a burnout, or if you feel like you're unmotivated, or you feel like, you know what, I want to learn a skill, but I'm exhausted, or
Mhm.
I want to create, but I'm not there. Like what are some of the things that you would advise people to do?
Drop everything and take a break.
Dang.
Really, so that you could
Right
like
there.
get
Our-
refreshed and
Yeah.
think properly.
Man, our videographer David, man, he's cheering us.
Like
Let's
cheers
go.
to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, like you need a clear mind to function well.
Mhm.
So if you're feeling burnt out or you feel like it's too much, you're overwhelmed, just stop everything, take a break. The world will wait for your content. Don't be afraid that people are going to move on
Mhm.
and leave you. If you are
Yeah.
producing something that's really good,
Yeah.
take a break, come back. It's quality over quantity. That's what we're saying.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the longest of time, I thought that quantity brings you quality, because I'm like, the more I create, the more I learn.
That works.
Yeah.
That happens.
Mhm.
But what if you're just bringing out things that are mediocre
Mm.
all the time? Then you're not learning. Like there's a time for you to take a break, take a retreat,
Yeah.
look back, look at everything you've done, like learn from your mistakes. Something that we do with the podcast too, right?
Yeah.
Like the first episode versus now, the sound is getting better
Oh my gosh.
compared to then. Imagine if we just stuck like with the first microphone we're using and the first space we're
Oh.
using, right? So, but we have
Oh,
to
Lord.
look back and we have to keep improving. So even if it's quantity, okay, imagine if we're doing quantity, all the videos, all the podcast episodes that we did before
Mm-hmm.
that we never got to post.
Too spicy. Too spicy. It is what it is.
It's
you
a
know?
lot, right?
Yeah.
So it has to be good. I'm not saying never post anything because you want it to be 100% perfect.
Yeah.
No. But it's better for you to post things when you're in a clear headspace.
I gotcha.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's something that with our if you go back and, you know, obviously, thank you so much for listening. I
Mhm.
do that on every time I drive to work. I listen
Mhm.
to this podcast to kind of like get a perspective how I can improve on my communication skills. One of my resolutions.
Yeah.
But also, I'm always fascinated to see like how far we've come. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's something. It took us a while to start posting because
Yeah.
there's a lot of mess ups. There's a lot of like
Yeah.
confusing things that we wanted to do. But even preparing different topics for this podcast itself, that is something that I know. I'm like, oh man,
Mhm.
what are we gonna talk about? Like, what are some of the things
Yeah.
that we can mention? And at the end of the day, like, we want to benefit the audience. Like,
Yeah.
we want to make sure that we learn something. We share our thoughts and feelings of how we've learned and been through. And a couple of things that I personally wrote down that kind of helps me
Mhm.
is if I'm feeling burned out or I don't have an idea, an inspiration, I always go on a walk. That is my favorite thing to do, but I go on a walk without my phone because I get very distracted. I'm addicted to my phone. I'll be honest with you. I love my phone.
Mhm.
It's
Red. It's spicy.
listen. Look at that. Yeah, my bracelet is beige. Is it beige?
It's like turquoise.
Turquoise. I don't think that's a color.
It
You just
is.
make
It's a color.
It's not a color. You're making this up. You're
Wow.
making things up.
I'm the smart one.
All right. Wow. But yeah, going on a walk without a phone, that's something that helps me a lot. I know sometimes people are like, well, how are you going to write down your thoughts and feelings if thoughts and feelings?
Yeah.
If you're like, if there's an idea, you're like, oh man, I want to remember it. Just use a journal. That's simple as that.
So you're walking around with a mini notepad.
It's cute.
Okay.
It's so.
And it's freezing outside and you're trying to write down the ideas.
What do you live in Siberia all the time? No.
Well, I feel like, okay, that works. But for
Yeah.
people that don't want to, you could get like a small recorder and just use that
That's true. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
record.
Man, I haven't seen those in a while. Yeah. Yeah. Anything that you feel like recording, microphone, if you want to, like, maybe you're very good with your phone and you use your phone just for like calling and you can still use voice memos. Voice memos are, oh my goodness, that app deserves so much praise. Anytime I have like a thought, an idea, and I'm too lazy to write it down, boom, voice memo,
Same.
recorded.
Same. And it's really good to go back and listen to yourself, like especially for times that you're not motivated. Go back and listen to that audio and you get that energy of when you were so pumped up and remember that, okay, this is why I'm doing this.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, another thing that I want to mention, and this is something that I've heard, it made sense to me, but then it was reciprocated by, there's this producer and songwriter, like this artist. His name is Andy Mineo. I don't know if you've heard of
Yeah, I
him.
love him.
Yeah? Let's go. That's what's up. That's what's up. So he talked about how he creates music. And one thing is that a lot of people ask artists, do you start with lyrics first or music first? And he's like, neither. Neither. He would be messing around trying to write something. It makes zero sense. He would try to put up like a beat or something like that. People come in and they're like, yo, it's trash. And then what he notices is that a lot of conversations that he has in the studio itself helps him write. So sometimes he's like, I'm not going to write anything. I'm not going to like create music. All I'm going to do is have a conversation with people. So that conversation motivates him to talk about issues or things that he holds dear.
Yeah.
And I mean, he covers a bunch of topics: marriage, loneliness, motivation, insecurities, depression, stuff like that. And yeah, I think that one of the things you can have a little bit. I feel like I'm always talking, but I feel like you can have a lot of influence, but if you're talking about like empty things, you're carrying empty vessels, then it's kind of useless,
Wow, the empty vessels make the loudest noise. Anyway, but honestly,
where do you come up with these?
what you're saying is true, because there are times that you're confused about something and you just call a friend, maybe someone you haven't spoken to in a while, and you have a conversation, and then they're just like dropping wisdom. Or maybe they're not. Maybe they're just having a regular conversation with you as well. But you start realizing things that, oh, wait, I could actually do this that way.
Yeah.
Or you're right. What you're saying makes total sense.
Yeah.
So I think conversing with people kind of stimulates your mind to get you creating as well.
True.
Cool.
Yeah, a lot. I mean, it just there's so much in the world that can go into a city. I know that a couple episodes ago we were talking about how city can influence and like inspire you.
Yeah.
Traveling can inspire you. Watching it other art and stuff like that. So yeah. Okay. So kind of shifting gears a little bit.
Okay.
Kind of de-stress.
Okay.
Focus on happy things.
Great.
Happy thoughts.
Clear skies. Have you watched this Disney animation Encanto? I think that's it. No, you haven't.
No.
Yeah.
I've not. I don't watch a lot of Disney.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's cool.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
You don't watch it. That's cool. It's fine.
No, I've never been into Disney.
Okay.
I had a friend who forced me to watch Disney movies, and that's the only way I connected or watched it.
That's fine. So what are we doing now?
Yeah. So I love Would You Rather questions.
Let's go.
Because that kind of portrays what you're thinking about and stuff like that, and it has to be.
So are you asking me, or am I gonna answer and you're gonna
I'm gonna
answer
be
as well.
asking you, and knowing myself, I will interject how I feel as well.
Great.
So basically, I'm asking both of us.
Let's go for it.
All right. Would you rather
Mm-hmm.
live in a hot place or a cold place?
A cold place.
I honestly thought you're gonna say hot place. I know, David. I know. A person who's complaining about it being cold outside, like, oh my goodness.
It's,
Oh
oh
no.
no.
It's, that's how you
Yes.
sound. Oh no.
Well, I don't sound like that.
Oh no, snow. Yeah. Okay. So, cold place. All right. Yeah. Would you rather have a good camera or a good editing setup, like a good good editing setup, like a computer or something like that?
Yeah, the setup.
The setup,
Yeah.
smart, same. There's
Wow,
always.
so my previous answer wasn't smart.
Okay, never
Okay.
mind. Moving on. Would you
Wow.
rather? Would you rather have a pause button or a rewind button in your life? Think about it, baby. Think about it.
Do I want to go back, or do I just want to breathe? I think a paused button. I really don't want to go back. Like, it's happened, it's happened. Let's move on with life.
Yes.
A pause
Yes,
button.
a pause button.
Yeah.
Okay, same. Smart answer. Okay. Would you rather go anywhere you desire in the world or have 100,000 to spend however you like?
My goodness.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Would you rather go anywhere in the world, go and travel anywhere, or
Wait,
have
this traveling anywhere is just a one-time thing, right?
no? Like you can travel
Forever. Every time I desire to travel, I just go there,
Yes.
and it's all expense paid.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, somebody's like, "Hey, where do you want to go?" And you go there, and you're
And
good.
they take care of everything.
Yes.
I just have to show up.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna.
I feel like we're motivating Obi to find a sugar daddy or something like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna travel.
All right,
Yeah.
travel. Not $100,000.
No,
Okay.
the money is gonna finish.
Dang.
The traveling, the memories, the
Yeah.
way it makes me feel.
Okay.
I'll take that. I'll always get money from somewhere else.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was thinking of like, I take the $100,000. I'll start
Invest it.
investing.
I know. That's why you all say,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna travel.
Okay. I mean, I invest in myself, which technically is true.
Just think of anywhere you want to go in the world. Today I want to be in San Francisco jamming. Tomorrow I want to be in New York City.
Oh my
Tomorrow I
gosh.
want to be in Japan. The next day I want to have breakfast in Belgium and have dinner in Italy.
All right, that's enough. You make me jealous. Yeah, I had a conversation with a friend of mine. I'm like, I want to be out of here. I hate the cold.
Yeah.
So all right, so go anywhere you desire. All right.
Yeah.
Another. Would you rather be rich but always hungry, or poor yet always full?
Can I skip?
Nope. No. You have to be honest.
Why do I want to be hungry?
Imagine you.
But that's suffering. It's suffering both ways. Why do I have money if I can't enjoy it?
Mm-hmm.
And why am I poor if I look full, like a glutton or something?
Wait, you imagine, because that's how I feel. I feel like I'm poor, but I always find a place where I can eat. And I'm telling you, you can take my money anytime. But I would be so full.
I'm
Imagine the amount of restaurants you can go to and eat various foods.
But you're
That's not
you're
the word.
poor. How
Yeah.
can you afford those restaurants if you're poor?
I maybe you're
Like,
poor because you go to different
Are
restaurants.
you sure that's why, or you're full because you have like a medical condition and you look bloated all the time?
Okay, what?
We have to get the facts straight.
All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Would you rather know how to sing or how to draw? Or how to paint? How to paint. I feel like that would be a better.
So these are two skills I definitely lack.
Same. Same.
I think now I would like to know how to draw
Okay.
and probably turn it into an NFT and make money off of it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. Go on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'd like to know how to draw.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Would you rather find true love or win a lottery?
How much money are we talking about here?
I would say, what is it? The last The last lottery in the States, somebody won $800,000. 8,000, something like $900,000. Whoa, I'm sorry, $800 million. Whoa,
Yeah, money is
I'm
my
so
true
sorry.
love.
Huh?
Money is my true love, so I'm winning the lottery.
What the
You,
heck?
you wanted an answer. I've given you my answer.
Oh my gosh. So you're not. So you're telling
I've
me.
given my answer, period.
So you're not at all. So you're telling me you'd rather live like what's Mr. Scrooge, being rich and alone, than well, actually nobody's talking about alone.
That was not the question.
Okay.
The
Wow.
question was find your true love or win the lottery.
I don't
How
know.
much money are we talking about here?
Money has never
8
brought me
million.
happiness.
$8
It brought me
million.
things that brought me happiness, but gotcha.
See, my true love is the $8 million. I'm good.
Okay. 800 million.
800.
Jeez,
Wow,
that's
I was
a lot.
shortchanging myself.
I'm sure like one
God
third.
forgive me.
Okay.
800 million.
Would you rather wear only sweatpants or never wear sweatpants again?
Never wear sweatpants again.
Yeah, I don't know. These past couple of weeks, I swear to God,
Yeah.
I've wore sweatpants more than I have ever entire 2021. It felt weird because I'm so unorganized, but it felt so good.
It is very comfortable.
All right. Would you rather be featured on a song or in a song, or be featured in a movie?
Oh, in a movie.
In a movie?
Yeah.
What kind of movie would that be?
An action movie.
Action movie.
Yes.
All right. Would it be with the Rock, the Dwayne the Johnson?
Of course.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Last one.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather find your calling or your soulmate? Sorry, I thought it would sound very professional,
You
but
can add like a sound effect.
spilling the tea. Yeah.
Would I rather find my calling or find my soulmate?
Yeah.
My calling.
All right. So your calling plus the $800 million.
Yes.
Wow.
Why?
No, I'm just.
Oh, wow.
I'm
Okay.
amazed.
Yeah.
Obi, you are my hero.
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos, step aside. We have a new
Yes.
queen.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
What about you? Would you rather find your calling or your soulmate?
I feel like I found my calling. So fine.
What is your calling?
I'm just doing this, honestly, just vibing.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know. I'm very good at, can I say I feel like I'm good at talking.
Mm-hmm.
I love being in a team, and I love doing I love working on projects, however it looks like. And I've been a teacher for about a year and a half now, which is exciting, and I feel like that's my calling.
Great. I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because, wow. That's great. Awesome. Anyway, let's shut it down. No, I don't know. I've done so many things in my life that I feel like if I have just one thing that I'm focusing on, it's kind of hard for me. And so I, kind of having the podcast, working with a group of people on like media and stuff. And, I don't know, I guess if somebody's passionate about a project, it always makes me passionate about it as well.
That's good.
So if somebody's really into like, oh my gosh, there's this TV show that I really want to create, and if I think that that's pretty cool, then I'll do whatever it takes to help them. So I think that's.
So everyone needs a team in their team.
There you go. Yes.
Yeah, it's time to end this.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I keep on thinking a lot about like what are some things that I want to focus on in my life. What are some things that I want to focus in general, and I always come back to taking the time aside, thinking it through, and charging head first. So, because if I start overthinking, I'll be like, maybe I should not do that, and that kind of defeats the purpose of being in love with your work.
Yeah, food for thought. All right, thank you, everybody. We appreciate you. We love you for always listening, sharing your thoughts, your comments.
Yes.
Sharing this with your friends as well. We see you. We appreciate you. And join us next week. So we post every Thursdays.
We post every
We have an
Thursday.
Instagram page called Strugglers HQ, HQ
right.
for headquarters, and you could get updates on what we're up to from there.
It's true.
And then we're on all streaming platforms, so check us out.
That's right. That's right.
And yeah, stay blessed. Bye.
Stay blessed. All right. Bye.